Cause I'm trying, staying on the grind and saving this bitch like my life is on the line. We gon' chase this money. We gon' chase this money. Cause I'm grinding, fuck about it. And if you ain't about this, then I have to see you later. We gon' chase this money. We gon' chase this money. Have my eyes closed and my heart gets weak. My soul wanders and my mind.
What's up? It's your boy Stop Hating 23, and remember, don't hate the player, hate the game. And we back with another one today. The actual what were they? Widget 3s dropped today, and I did a video. So if you don't, know nothing a little bit about it, go ahead and check that video. You know what I'm saying, and come back. You know what I'm saying, and holler at me. But anyway, like, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell for every time that I drop a new video. Today's video is we're gonna be talking about the problem that the sneaker community has when it comes to mids and when it comes to lows. Okay, so just to me, to start off this video, I want to give a shout out. First off, let me get a shout out to my homegirl Clarissa, because she out there really supporting the boy, you know what I'm saying, and my wife, and everybody else is out there. Shout out to my homegirl Clarissa, though, for the most part. And hopefully she sees this video. Hopefully, she sees what's up, and I got you, girl. I got you. Just, leave in the description your favorite color and stuff like that. And then, just let me know what's up. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is Jordan 1 in its entirety, okay? So, Jordan 1s are like one of the most iconic shoes out there. And a lot of people get stuff misconstrued, and a lot of people don't really focus on like mids and lows unless they are Travis Scott low. Now, me personally, I love mids. I think there's nothing wrong with mids. I think there's literally nothing wrong with mids. People think that mids are bad, or they don't accept mids because mids is a shoe that people tend to like have a problem with, and tend to say that, oh, you're rocking mids. That's not really. First off, let me get this. Let me explain something to y'all. Jordan 1 mids are Jordans. No matter how you put it, no matter how you say it, no matter what you say, they come from the same factory. They come from Jordan brand. And on top of that, they are Jordan 1s. You can't deny that they are not Jordan 1s. They're just mids. There's nothing wrong with that. So today's video, we're going to focus on why mids are not bad. So to start off the video, I'm going to show you a pair of highs. Okay? I'm going to show you a pair of highs. These are my Marina Blues. A pair of shoes that I, think is fire. A slept-on shoe, but it is what it is. So these are my Marina Blues. As you can see, they're dead stock. I haven't even put them on yet. So these are highs, right? So with these, right, the highs, most of the time when people talk about highs, they're pretty much mostly talking about this. They're talking about this Jumpman, right? I'm not Jumpman, but the Nike Air on the tongue, right? The Nike Air on the tongue, as you can see, the Nike Air on the tongue, right? So when you talk about highs, this is what you're talking about. Now, the difference between highs and mids are, first off, the tongue, the Nike and the tongue. Then the difference is the cut of the shoe. Okay, so the shoe itself is a high. This is what you call a high. Now, to me, there's nothing wrong with highs. I love highs. I love, Jordan 1s. I love Jordan 1s is my favorite silhouette. So, of course, I love highs, but I also love mids. So, we're going to sit this shoe to the side, and, we're going to bring out the mids. So, when it comes to Jordan 1 mids, a lot of people don't respect them, and I don't understand why, because Jordan 1 mids actually has better colorways than Jordan 1 highs outside of the three major colorways of Jordan 1s, which are the Chicagos, the Breads, and the Royals. Those are the three main Jordan 1s highs that are pretty much the most iconic shoes. Other than that, though, it's like, what other highs that you really enjoy? Like the Shadows, of course, you feel what I'm saying? The Shattered Backboards, of course, you feel what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's like a lot of people just focus on the main three. Like I said, you have the Shadows, and then you have like, the shattered backboards and all that good stuff. But for the most part, in my opinion, most of the colorways for the highs are not really that exciting to me. You feel me? But when you talk about mids, that's a different story. That's a different story, and I'm gonna get into that right now. So Jordan 1 mids, right? I don't know why they feel like, they're gonna bring out these fire colorways for mids. But, one of my favorite Jordan 1s, as you can see, when you see the thumbnail, is Jordan 1s. I love them, like I said. But this right here, this is a mid, okay? And first off, the difference, like I said, the tongue, as you can see, it says Nike Air on there, right? And then, the cut is a little bit lower, right? But if you look at this shoe, right, and of course, don't mind the little jump, man. You feel what I'm saying? Obviously, a lot of people, old school head know what that is. But a lot of people don't like the mids. And I'm trying to figure out why. First off, this is a fire colorway, okay, for a mid. If this shoe had came, let me say something to you. Let me light my cigarette up. If this shoe was to come out at a high, everybody and their mama would have hyped this shoe up. I guarantee you, everybody and their mama would have hyped this shoe up if it came out in a high. But because it was a mid, this shoe sat in stores and probably is still sitting in stores on certain outlets. I've seen outlets have this shoe. I've seen actual, going to the mall. I've actually seen stores still have this shoe. So when it boils down to the fact that people don't like mids, y'all comment on below if y'all think this is a whack shoe. You know what I'm saying? And then look, this is a mid with an icy blue sole bottom. Icy blue. This is icy blue sole bottom. This is an icy blue, right? Like this is a translucent bottom that you will find in the 5s, the 6s, you feel what I'm saying? The 11s. This is the same thing, right? So I don't understand. And then, like I said, this is Nubuck. I just want to this is Nubuck and this is Nubuck right here. This is Nubuck and this is Nubuck. Now, so I'm going to grab the highs and I'm going to show you guys the difference between the actual shoes. So first off, like I said, it is the cut of the shoe. As you can see, let's just show it from the back. As you can see, the cut of the shoe, make sure it's lined up. As you can see, the cut of the shoe is a little bit lower, right? And also, like I said, the tongue. Also, the mids have a longer tongue than the highs. For what reason, I don't know. The tongue is long as hell, right? But other than that, it's like, tell me what's the difference between these shoes? Like, what's the difference between the high and the mid? Tell me, besides the two things that I told you and the Nike Air, right? There's nothing else different from these shoes. Like, everything has, and then people don't understand, they still have Nike on them. Most of the time, it's all about them having Nike on the tongue and this and the third, but these still have Nike on them. There's Nike right there on the bottom, right there. So, to me, there's no difference between this shoe and this shoe, besides the height and the Nike on the tongue and the tongue. That's it. That's why I believe that Jordan 1 mids are not a problem to me. I will rock mids if the colorway is fire, and I had to pick these up. When I seen that these was coming out, I was like, oh snap, I need those in my life. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is a colorway that you're not going to see. And on top of that, hold on. There's another thing we have to talk about. This is a SE, right? So to all my sneakerheads, to all my sneakerheads that know sneakers, everybody know what SE means. SE means special edition. And if you think I'm out here capping, I'll let you see the box. This is a regular Jordan 1 high, right? Nothing really special, just marina blue. You know what I'm saying? But this is an actual SE. This is an SE, right? So let's talk about it. If you look at the box, right? Let's focus. Okay, it's focusing a little bit. It says Air Jordan 1 mid. Well, it's probably a little bit backwards, but you get the gist. It's a SE on it, right? This is a SE. And then on my what's the name? There's nothing SE on about it. You know, there's nothing SE. It's just a regular Jordan 1, you know, box. And like I said, another difference is, you know, obviously the box comes different. This has Nike on. This is a Nike box. And this right here is a Jordan 1 mid box. Okay. And these are the newer boxes because I actually have a old Jordan 1, you know, SE box. These are the newer versions of the SE box. Hold on, let me go get it real quick. Give me a second. And this is the older, these are the older Jordan mid boxes, right? And as you can see, also these are my diamonds. These are lows. That's a SE, right? So you know, and I also have the All-Star weekends as well, if you guys. But I'm gonna be talking about lows. The next video is gonna be talking about lows and why people, same thing, why people don't like lows and stuff like that, unless it's a Travis Scott. But you know, but other than that, yeah. So for the most part, guys. There's nothing wrong with buying mids, okay? There's nothing wrong with buying mids. There's nothing wrong with having mids as, you know, having mids in your collection, okay? So your boy Stop Hating coming from this channel. If you are a person who buys mids, there's nothing wrong with you. If you buy mids, buy mids. Buy what you like. Don't follow the hype of sneakerheads. Because a lot of sneakerheads, they follow the hype and shit be all discombobulated and all this other stuff. So me personally, I buy what I like. I buy mids, I buy lows, I buy highs, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't like the 11 lows. A lot of people don't really mess with 11 lows like that. They do, but they don't unless it's like an OG colorway, like the cool grade, the cement 11 lows that came out a few weeks back. Them joints are still sitting in stores. What reason, I don't know. But I have my Legend Blues, and those shoes are like $300, $400, almost $400. You feel what I'm saying? But they lows. But everybody in mama want those because, you know, it's a colorway that everybody wanted. They look like the Columbias. So, you know, it is what it is. So if you don't do nothing else, remember, sneakerheads, get what you like, all right? This is your boy Stop Hating, 23, signing off. And remember, don't hate the player, hate the game, all right? Holla at your boy. Peace.